Hey everyone, week 2 of the weight loss blog. Brandon here, and I tell you, it's been an interesting week to say the least. This was the first week of the diet, and I've always been one of those people who said, "What's the first three letters of diet?" Of course, die. But it's been a hard week. It really has at times. Sometimes it's not been bad at all. I've had a lot of great meal choices this week. Now, remember last week I told you that 1,600 calorie diet between 12 and 1,600 calories. So I tried to stay right there in that mix for the most part. I got over 1,600 a little bit one day, and we'll talk about that in a second. But I tell you, when you're used to eating what you want when you want, it's a big change trying to structure out times of the day to eat. What I've tried to do this week, breakfast right when I get up at 6, pretty close to that anyway, and then lunch right around noon, and then an afternoon snack at 3:30, and then dinner right around 6 or 6:30, somewhere right around in there, depending on when I get home. But to kind of spread it out a little bit to keep the hunger from being as much. Now, here's the thing: I'm not starving to death by any means, but there have been times, especially at night, that I have gotten pretty hungry. But usually I just go to bed and it'd be fine before breakfast the next morning. All right, so let's go through a little bit of the week. Now, a lot of folks I know use MyFitnessPal, and a lot of folks are talking about that are apps to keep track. Well, I'm old-fashioned. My wife and I, we did it here the paper way and write down calories and look it up because I'm one of those people, if I don't do it for a whole week at a time, I can't keep up with it. I'm not going to remember, oh, I ate this. I'm going to write these calories down or put them into an app. So we planned out our whole week of meals on Sunday. So I think we're going to do that again this week. Actually, Saturday I'll be working at WYMT this week on Sunday doing weather filling in. So we'll probably do it on Saturday, and tomorrow's our grocery trip for sure. So I'm not gonna read this whole list because it's 5 days of meals. But give you an idea, Monday for breakfast, I had a Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich, one of those. It's an Egg McMuffin top deal, or English muffin. I'm sorry, English muffin top deal. I had an egg and a little sauce with it. 250 calories, so that's not too bad. And a banana was 105 calories, so about 300 calories, 350 calories for breakfast there, which is pretty close to what they want me to have. Right around 300 is what it says. But what I did, the structures we talked about last week was breakfast, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. I took that mid-morning snack because I usually don't get hungry between breakfast and lunch. I never have, and I probably should eat that mid-morning snack to kind of keep it balanced, but I added those calories from the mid-morning snack to dinner to kind of give it more of a more filling meal at dinner time. So lunch on the first day, of course you have to do it by everything. This is for a sandwich here. I know you can't see that, but really it says 2 slices of wheat bread, which were 120 calories, both of those. Sara Lee turkey, 4 slices with 90 calories. Bread, more calories than the meat. Kind of ironic, isn't it? A tablespoon of light mayo was 35 calories. Lettuce and tomato, basically free. I mean, they're about 25 calories, but they're not that big of a deal. Cucumber, cup of cucumber was 25 calories, and apple was 55 calories. So right there at lunch, let's see, 120, say 220, about 300 calories there as well. And then for dinner that night, I had 2 tilapia fillets that Steph had baked, a cup of brown rice, and a cup of ranch broccoli, and all that totaled out to about right around 1,500 calories. So that just kind of gives you an idea. I'm not going to go through all week. If you want to hear the whole week, let me know, and I'll maybe message you or something like that, because this video would be forever long if we were doing that. But biggest things I can tell you from this week is it's been a struggle at some times. The struggle has been real. To paraphrase there, or to coin a phrase, especially at night. Now, most of the time during the day, if I was to get hungry, and I haven't, maybe once during the week, I'm working and I can take my mind off it, not think about it, and be fine. But when you get to nighttime and you're just sitting around, and I tell you what, a lot of folks I've talked to, so that's kind of the prime time when they eat. No pun intended, because it'd be in prime time at night. But after dinner, especially if you stay up kind of late, you've got a big time frame there where you haven't eat anything. So a big challenge. So again, a couple of days right from the beginning, I made myself go to bed just to forget about it. But I think it's going well. I have no idea if I've lost any weight. My pants have felt a little bit looser toward the end of the week, but I mean, that could be my mind. Who knows? I haven't weighed in or anything yet. So we'll see once I go back. I go back Monday for my psych evaluation. Now, I'm not crazy. But you have to have one of those. The psychologist will evaluate whether you're ready or not to have weight loss surgery and the lifestyle changes that come with it. So it's kind of a routine part of the visit, and it just we'll be having that on Monday. Actually, a couple of doctor's appointments on Monday in Pikeville, but it's that'll be interesting. I'll kind of give you a little bit of a brief follow-up next week in the video after that happens, see how that kind of went. But really, the biggest thing this week, diet. It's gone pretty well. Like I said, I believe Wednesday, was it Wednesday or yesterday? Yesterday is about 17, or probably 1675. So, I mean, went over one day, but there were several days that I was under a little bit, so it kind of made up for that one day. And it really is hard once you go to the store and you look at things to try to prepare. And Steph went by herself this last time. I'm going with her. I ain't going to the grocery store. I'll just tell you, I'll walk through regular stores with you, and I'll shop, but I hate going to the grocery store. So I let Steph go most of the time. I'm going to go with her tomorrow and kind of help with the shopping. I really want to, because it lets me be able to see kind of what I can eat. And if you were in the store earlier this week, we ran out of lunch meat early, so I had to go get another pack. And I was standing in the deli, or not the deli section, the case there, next to the you know, where they keep not cheese, lunch meats and everything right there in the grocery store. And had one, and I was looking at the calories and all the nutritional information. I was looking at another one, and I was like, So people were like, what is he doing? But I was looking at the calories and looking at which one would be better for me. And then tonight I went in to see if I could find some kind of late night snack. On Friday nights I stay up a little bit late because I'm not doing work on Saturday or whatnot. So this would be one of those nights where 10, 11 o'clock I'll get hungry again. So I bought some of that popcorn that's 94% fat-free. It's Orville Redenbacher brand. I think it's called Smart Pop. And only 30 calories a bag. So there you go. Trying to stay away. I have not had any sweets all week, except for natural sugar and fruit. So that's been good. It's been a tough week. It really has. But I think we're making progress and we're moving in the right direction. So I was talking to Haley Minogue today, one of my former coworkers from WYMT. She's actually putting together a little piece that you'll see either as I'm recording this on Friday night or on Saturday morning about the journey that we're going through together. They are going to put these blogs on WYMT.com, and I really appreciate that because, as I said last week, this is not to get attention or for publicity or anything like that. This is to share my story that might help someone else make that decision. We were talking about so many of the things today, Haley and I were, so many of the factors that kind of limit us as Eastern Kentuckians in some ways from thinking healthy. And, one of the big things I was always taught growing up is, just eat it to be fine and don't worry about it, or you got to get it before it's gone. So that was part of my problem and part of the reason that I'm 460 pounds. So I think that's going to do it for this week. Again, if you have questions, comments, leave them there on YouTube, on Facebook. I don't know when they're going to put these on the website. I'd say pretty quickly. I'm going to check with that, and I'll get back to you on a post or something. But so several different ways you can view this, and I really hope it's helping. I know I'm kind of rambling on here on this one, gone a little bit longer than I thought I would and planned on going, but I definitely want to try to give you as much insight as I can. As once we get down the road a little bit, we may not do these each week because it's going to be like, well, I was on a diet and I lost a pound or two, and now we have nothing. So kind of wanted to give you the background right off the bat in the beginning parts of the process, and then we'll kind of go from there. But I appreciate you all watching, I really do, and hopefully you're gaining some insight, maybe answering some of your questions. And like I said before, if you have questions, leave me a message on Facebook, send me a message, leave me a comment on the status I'm posting here with this video in, or on YouTube. I've had a lot of folks follow me on YouTube, and I appreciate that because, again, the whole point of this this journey is to get the word out, about what weight loss surgery is, why I've decided to do it, and how it can really affect your life. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll see you next week.